Good morning, ECS. It's Pastor Chris here. It's lovely to be with you this morning, even if it's only through a camera and a screen. Jesse and myself are going to bring you a couple of assemblies over the next couple of weeks, and we've called it the Backpack Series. And that's because actually we usually all carry a backpack of some sort. This is my backpack. I'm sure you've seen me arrive at school or trekkers with it. And it's when you go to school, you usually carry a bag of some sort. I've seen your ECS bags, and we fill them with all kinds of things. Some of them we need for our day. There's a packed lunch, you might carry books in there and different things like that. So we're just going to explore some of the things that might be in our backpacks and what we can learn from them that might be important lessons for us and for our school life, but also life in general. And so right now, Jesse's got a little object lesson. So let me pass you over to Jesse. So watch, listen, see what we can learn.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you, Chris, for that introduction. For those of you who don't know, my name is Jessie, and today I'm talking to you all about a person who you might know very well. That person is Siri. Siri can be found on any iPhone. Hey Siri. And she pops up. And Siri is like an artificial intelligence supercomputer, calculator, everything. If you need to go somewhere, Siri can tell you how to get there. If you want to know what the weather is, Siri knows exactly what's going to happen in the day. If you need to phone someone or text someone, you can use Siri to do that. As I was saying that, Siri was recording and she says, "I'm sorry." So let's ask Siri a few questions. Hey Siri, what is the weather today?
It's currently clear and 23 degrees in a foot. Expect partly cloudy skies starting in the evening. Temperatures are heading down from 23 degrees to 18 tonight.
What is an elephant?
Elephants are mammals of the family Elephantidae and the largest existing land animals. Do you want me to keep reading?
No, it's alright.
3 species are currently recognized.
Okay. How many letters are in the alphabet?
26.
Pretty smart. So Siri has been programmed to listen. Siri can be activated by just talking or me using my voice. And Siri isn't the only one. You may have heard of Alexa or Cortana, with loads of other brands bringing out these sort of artificial intelligence. Siri's sole purpose is to answer any questions you have and make your life a bit easier. The thing is, if Siri can't understand you, she can't help you. So the programmers have done a really good job in working all the little bits in the phone to make sure that it can hear you clearly and understand what you're saying. If Siri doesn't understand, she'll say, "I don't understand." Or she may give you some wild and crazy answer because she thought you were saying something that you weren't, and so she's giving you an answer that you didn't want and doesn't make any sense. Despite Siri's faults, Siri's probably a better listener than any human being would ever be. When we don't listen well, we can miss important instructions, we can misunderstand people. We can hurt someone's feelings or just make them feel like we don't care about them. Siri doesn't tune people out, doesn't ignore people, doesn't get distracted. She listens and then she responds. So, let's ask God to help us be a little bit more like Siri, not like a phone, but the quality of listening carefully and then giving a response afterwards. Ask God to help you become a good listener, a better listener, so that we can listen to others and truly show God's love through that. That is all I have to say for today, so I'm going to head back over to Chris.
Hey, thanks for sharing that with us, Jesse. I don't have an iPhone. I've got a Samsung, so no Siri on there. But Siri sounds like she's a very good listener. very important. But let me have a little look at what I was going to talk about, which is our rucksack. And when I was thinking about something we might have in our rucksack that we take to school that's very important, it was definitely important when I was at school. Also, remembering that was a very long time ago now. But something that was important was a pencil. And so I don't know whether you have a pencil or whether you still use pencils in school today, but I know that we use pencils a lot. We used to use pencil to practice our handwriting. We would use pencils to do all of our lessons. In fact, we never got a pen until I was in year 6, and that was only if your handwriting was good enough to have a pen. And so pencils are incredibly important. I use pencils a lot. And so recently I've been decorating the front of my house, and right at the top of the house is this. It's a spindle. It just goes at the top of the house like that, and then it sits right at the top of the roof line. But you can see that my one is rotten. And so up my shed, I got my pencil and I measured my spindle. So I measured the length of it. I measured the width and the circumference of it. I then worked out how long the spike was, the shape of this, took all my notes down, and then I got myself a nice new piece of wood, and I've made myself a new spindle that I need to put up on my roof at some point. And so my pencil was incredibly handy to me. All I do in my children's work, I've got my nice big pucker pad, okay, and in it I make all sorts of notes all the time. So this page was on children's camp. Oh, here's an interesting one. ECS Assemblies, okay, and that was in January, okay, last year, 2019, and I spoke this Sunday just gone at church, and here are all the notes I made on the message that I wanted to bring to the people. All done in my pencil, simply because I can rub it out if I make a mistake. But when I was training to be a pastor, not only did I have my pencil and my notebook, but there was another special thing that I needed to be able to take notes really, really well. In fact, I had this with me all of the time. And you need the exact same thing with you in school. When your teacher's speaking to you, you need to use this very well to take the notes. Can anyone think what it might be that I'm talking about? What do I need to do really well to take down notes? Well, I'm sure you may have worked it out, but it's listen. I need to listen to what my lecturers were saying to me to take the notes so that I had good notes for when I did my exams. It's the same with you in school. When your teacher is talking to you, you need to listen really, really well to what they're saying so that you can understand and put into practice what it is that they're teaching you. But you know, there's another area that we can use our ears really well. And to be a really good friend, actually sometimes what we need to be is a really good listener. Many times when we're in group discussions or when we're talking to someone, we're always very, very ready to say what we want to say, to give our answer, or to maybe help out in some way with words. We don't always listen very well. And so maybe God gave us two of these and one of these for a reason. Maybe we need to listen better, more than we speak. You know, in the book of James, it says these words. Okay, it says, "My brothers and sisters, take note of this. Everyone should be quick to listen and slow to speak." Maybe there's something very important in there. So if you want to be a really good friend to those around you, why don't you practice today in working hard at listening and not speaking? You know, being a good friend is really important at school. We all need good friends, and sometimes it just starts with listening. I had to learn when I got married, okay, that when my wife Rachel wanted to tell me something, I was always ready with an answer, all ready for a solution to fix the problem. But I found out over the years, actually, sometimes she didn't want me to fix the problem. All she wanted me to do was sit and listen. She just wanted to share her challenge. She just wanted to share her idea. All I had to do was keep my mouth shut and my ears open. Try that today. Maybe use this a little bit less and use these a little bit more. Be a good listening friend today. Thank you for listening to us, and hopefully I'll see you on a screen again soon.